Alright. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and I have just beat the Deepstone Crypt raid, got the 24-hour emblem here on my character, boom boom boom. I got a bunch of loot, I got some shotguns, I even got this class item here, and there's a bunch of stuff to cover within what I got, but I wanted to do a quick review of what I think of the new raid, and give you my thoughts and opinions, and also go over my predictions. So my prediction video, I was actually pretty specific with my predictions, and if you watched it, you're probably like, damn, Lucky, you really know what you're talking about. I said it was going to be between 3 to 6 hours for the raid, and I believe that World's First happened at like 5.5 hours. So, just saying, I was pretty close in my estimations there. And another thing I mentioned was that Anarchy was going to make a big play. I did say that, and it kind of wasn't the best necessarily. It was okay, but it wasn't the best. Izanagi's was a really big one, though, and Xena was a good one for me. But Izanagi's, I think, was probably like the real winner exotic for this raid. Yet again, I think Izzy is just super strong. If you can hit your shots with Izzy, the damage output is just uncomparable to most other weapons in the game right now. So I think Izzy kind of won. I was a little bit off on that prediction. Izzy kind of won over the Anarchy, in my opinion. I mentioned a bunch of teams to look out for. We don't actually have a world's first list, so we can't be like, this person got first, this person got 10th, this person got 100th. But, overall, we know that the team Luminous got first. So we got that covered already. We know that Redeem, Tier 1, Dado, unfortunately, some of the community fan favorites didn't get a world's first this time, but who knows, maybe next time for them. So we can cover that topic. And then the last thing I'll cover is the encounters and how the raid felt overall. I have played every raid in Destiny as it's come out since the beginning. I've enjoyed all of them. And this one is a good raid, a very mechanically heavy raid. Like, you have to really understand the mechanics, especially to beat it in contest. As you do the raid, if you're going to do it after the 24-hour mark, it won't be that tough for you. You'll kind of understand the mechanics. You'll be able to blow past some of the mechanics a little bit, but the mechanics are solid, foundationally good, and challenging. I liked the raid. I'm not going to put it up there with the all-time greats. Like, I'd put Vault of Glass, King's Fall, and Last Wish up there for sure in the all-time greats. I would definitely put it, if those were like the S tiers, I would put it one tier below that. It's definitely up there with some of the best raids that have ever come out. Obviously, every September, Bungie tries to come out with like the big raid, and this was the September raid, even though this is now November. And it was a quality, good raid overall. Like, I liked it. I liked the experience. I liked the mechanics. And, the story of Destiny right now is kind of interesting, so that was cool. And, there's a one point in time where we're, like, going up in spaceships, so they kind of gave us a new experience that we'd never really had in Destiny. So that was interesting, And the raid boss, had a variety of different mechanics, and you had to really work together as your team, which has kind of become this new thing in Destiny, especially in D2 raids, especially, where not one person can just sort of sit out and just shoot ads like back in the day. I don't remember if you remember Crota. You'd have like 5 people sitting on the glass shooting gal horns, and then one person did like all the work with the sword and everything. Those days are way behind us now. Everything is all about like, you have to know your role and you have to know your role, and then at some point in time the roles have to switch. And then with the final boss, it was like the roles, you had to switch roles with your friend, and then you had to do the roles in a certain like chronological order, and then you had to do them in reverse chronological order, kind of thing. It was really cool. It was a cool spin and twist on the raid. And like I said, as you do the raid, later on past contest modifier, you may not have to experience the mechanics as difficult, because you can kind of blow past stuff as you're going to be properly leveled or even over leveled for the raid as the power delta gets enabled. So that was the experience overall. I liked it, and I'm happy that no cheaters won World's First. That was something that was a big gripe of mine, and something that I wanted to cover in the news a lot. Not to be, a stickler about anything. I wanted to make sure that Bungie knew, and that the community knew that there were going to be cheaters trying to get World's First, and hopefully Bungie took the proper protocol and proper measures to make sure that didn't happen. And I think they did so. I think that it's good to not announce the winner right off the bat. They did tweet out saying, we know that there's a winner of World's First. Now we're taking our time to investigate. We'll announce the winner on Monday. So that's good. I think that's the best way to do it. It does kind of take away the flair of the World's First race, though, which is kind of lame, because I always liked when someone won World's First and then they could announce it. But, we're just in a different era of time now where cheaters in gaming are just so much more prevalent. And, for whatever reason, Bungie brought the game over to Steam, and the damn Steam cheaters are all everywhere, especially with the free-to-play stuff. So it's a big compound issue that's a bit frustrating, but I don't think it deterred too much from this world's first raid race. I'll say this was an overall win of a day for Bungie. And one thing that I wanted to clarify as well is that I didn't think it was really fair to judge Beyond Light. I know a lot of YouTubers, they want to get their clickbait videos out there and everything. They want to, and I'm guilty of it just as much as anyone else. We all want to be first to cover everything. People want to give their reviews of Beyond Light after Beyond Light's been out for half a day. But it's like, you really shouldn't judge Beyond Light until the raid comes out. And I feel like now that the raid has come out and we can be like, hey, this is a good experience, I feel like now we can give our full assessment of what Beyond Light is, because the raid is out now, and the raid is a cherry on the top to Beyond Light. Even if you didn't like Beyond Light, even if Beyond Light is a turd to you, the raid is definitely a cherry on the turd, because the loot from the raid is amazing. The perks, there's new perks that were introduced into it. I covered a shotgun video. It's crazy. Like, the raid loot is going to be very, very impressive. And they came up with a whole new system with a chest at the end. So that way when you do the old raids, you get tokens that you can get more loot in the new raid. It's just, Bungie really went all out and made a good system for raiding. Like, it's good. You're going to really enjoy this season. You're going to enjoy grinding Beyond Light and doing raids. Because now if you do an old raid with your friend, let's say you do a Scourge of the Past, you get a bunch of tokens. And then the next time you do the new raid, you get to like 3 or 4 extra loot drops. Like, so nice. Such a great decision by Bungie. And overall, I'll come out with a full video talking about my review of Beyond Light. But for the raid and for the world's first raid race day, I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 overall. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How would you rate the raid race? Did you think it was a good day? Were you able to get the 24-hour emblem like I was? Or were you not able to? Let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe. Later.